Hey everyone, and welcome back to my YouTube channel. So in this video, I'm going to show you how to use the servo motor with an ESP8266 microcontroller. Then we're going to create some IoT projects like controlling the light switch. We can turn it on and off by moving the servo arms because our microcontroller comes with Wi-Fi capability that we can use to control some devices wirelessly. If you haven't watched my previous video in which we have talked about the Wi-Fi capability and how to turn on and off the LED, make sure to check it out. The link will be under the video description. And without any further ado, let's dive right in. So in today's episode, you're gonna need a servo motor like this one. It is called SG90. Basically, we could control it using our microcontroller and move the arm to a specific angle or a specific position, which makes it so useful for some projects. This one is the smallest servo motor that we can use to change its angle between 0 and 170 degrees. There are other servos that are bigger, that works with a high voltage. This one, we could power it with 3.3 volts or 5 volts. And we don't have to bring an external power supply. I'm going to use the 3.3 volts of the microcontroller. So each servo has 3 wires. The first one is the ground. We're going to hook it up to the GND of the board. The middle wire is the VCC, which is red, which we can connect it to the 3.3 volts of the microcontroller. And that's going to power up our servo. But to control it, we have to connect the last wire to one of the digital pins, like the digital pin D4. But the color of the wires could be a little bit different. So here we have the ground on the right side, and it's brown. The middle wire is the VCC, which is red. And to control the servo, we're going to connect this yellow wire to the digital pin number 4. The other terminals are female. You could use the breadboard and connect it using a jumper wire like this one. But we could directly connect it to the microcontroller. So I'm going to connect it like this. As you can see, the ground is connected to the GND, the VCC to the 3 volts, and the last wire is connected to the pin D4. Then we can connect our microcontroller to the computer so that we can control the arm position. Luckily, we can control these servo motors using a library which is built in. You don't have to install it using the library manager. On top, we have to include it using the hash sign, then include. Inside these quotes, we have to write the name, which is servo.h. Next, we have to create a servo object. The type is servo, which is under this library. Let's call it my servo. Then we have to tell this object about the pin that we are using. We can write my servo dot. We have this method attach, which takes in the pin number, which is the GPIO pin number 2. Or you could write D4, and the last method is used to change the arm position by writing my servo dot, and it is called write, which takes in an angle. In my case, it is between 0 and 170 degrees. Other servo motors can go from 0 to 360 degrees. Let's try with the angle 0. Of course, make sure to select the board and the port of the USB cable, which is COM3, and hit upload. Once it's done, the arm goes to this position. So this is the angle 0. I'm gonna move this little arm. And let's try with another value, like 90 degrees. And hit upload again. I don't know why this happens with the ESP8266 microcontroller. Here we have 45 degrees and not 90. To solve this problem, you have to multiply the angle by 2. And you will get the right value, which is 90. And yep, we have 90 degrees. So before I finish this video, let's make this project. I want to control the light switch using our servo motor through the Wi-Fi capability of an ESP8266 microcontroller. We're going to control the angle of this servo motor. So if we change it to 0, we're going to press this light switch. Let's open up the example sketch that we have talked about, which is the ESP web server, by going to File, Examples. And under ESP8266 web server, we have Advanced Web Server. Make sure to open it up. If you haven't watched my previous video, our microcontroller will be connected to a router or an access point using the name and the password. Then we could use all of the devices to control it through Wi-Fi. If you haven't watched that video, make sure to check it out. The link will be under the video description. First, I'm going to change the SID, which is the name of the network. That is called our network. And I'm gonna write my password. First of all, I want to add a link so that we can change the angle of the servo motor under this HTML page. Let's add it on top using the A tag. And let's write a simple text like switch on. Whenever we click on this text, we have to go to a link like /turn on, and that's called a route. We have to set it in here using the href attribute equals, and in these single quotes, we can write the link /on as an example. Last but not least, we have to set a route to tell our server what to do if we go to this link. And the way we do that is by calling this method server.on. Let's write it under here. It takes two parameters. The first one is the link /on that we have set, and the lines of code that we're going to call each time we go to this link. You could create a function that will change the angle of the servo and write it under here, or we can write the code using this notation, and don't forget to add the semicolon at the end. Now we can use our servo library to control the servo and change its angle under here. Let's go on top and include the library using #include, which is the servo library. Next, I'm going to add the object servo and call it myServo or switch servo. To set the pin, we have to go under the setup function and add switch servo dot attach, and let's pass in the value 2. By default, the angle is going to be 90 degrees using switch servo dot right, and let's pass in 90 times 2. And whenever we click on the link, we're going to use it is called switch servo dot right, and change the angle to 0 so that we can turn on the lights. Then I will wait for 1 second using the delay function. This takes in the number of milliseconds, which is 1000. And finally, we have to change it to the first position, which is 90 degrees, using switch servo dot right. Before we upload this code, I want to move the arm a little bit to this position so that we can press the light switch when we change it to 0. Luckily, our server is using a service that is called MDNS. We can open up a browser using a smartphone or a computer and write this name, ESP8266. But first, you have to be connected to the same network. We can open up Google Chrome and write ESP8266.local. And there you go, we have our web page. This is the link that we have added, switch on. If we press it, and there you go, our servo goes to the angle 0 so that we can turn on the lights. But it is repeating this process over and over again, and that's because the web page is refreshed. To solve that problem, we have to send a response using server.send. I'm going to copy this line of code and add it under here. So make sure to add that to all of the routes. We have to send a response like lights is on, and hit upload again. You could upgrade this web page and add few buttons, one to turn the lights on and another one to turn it off. So let's press this link, and there you go, the lights is on. I've already added two servos, one to turn the lights on and another one to turn it off. I highly recommend you to make this project on your own. If you have any question or comment, make sure to write it under the comment section down below, and I will see you in the next one.